On episode 77, do you know how your new patient phone calls are being answered? And how good is this donut? So good. Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to the 88 show. This is the internet's only dental show where we talk about what matters most in marketing. I am your host, Joshua Scott, and this is episode number 77. I was born 1977, so turned 40, so I'm feeling like this show's got a really good vibe to it already. Also, fun fact, and I know the whole team will know this, I wore this same shirt on episode number 1. Go back, check it out. But you guys all knew that, didn't you? Yeah, because they watch every episode. So fun episode today. The topic of the month is swipe right, and we're talking about the art of turning new patient phone calls into first dates. And you can go back to episode 76 to take a look at that. Also, the article this month is along those lines. This is going to be a fun episode because we are actually going to play some real new patient phone calls for you. Just thought it's, because it's just real life. This is like what happens. These are calls I've listened to this year. I thought it'd be fun to share them with you. These are more along the lines of, we got the good, the bad, and the ugly. These are like the bad and the ugly. So I thought we would listen to those, kind of give you some of my feedback, some real life examples, and yeah. So phone call number 1.
Hi, my name is. I'm interested in maybe scheduling a first visit.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
Are you are accepting patients?
Yes, we sure are. And then how did you spell your last name? Okay. Let me put you on hold for 1 moment while I finish up with a patient, and then I will be right with you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All the benefits of
All right, so call number 1, new patient. 23 seconds into the phone call, he's on hold. We'll see how long this goes here.
Your dental implants will look and feel like your natural teeth. We'll be happy to provide more information when we return to your call.
That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen that picture before. Did you see the donuts?
Office hours are 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday and Tuesday.
Janet brought in donuts today.
Wednesday and Thursday.
Anybody else have the apple fritters?
A relaxing, worry-free dental experience.
Did you? Yeah.
On you. To save you time.
Oh my God, hold on.
One less thing to worry about. Payment options include cash, checks.
His entire team practiced the lost art of listening.
That's so good.
Taking the time to
Oh my gosh, it's like melted in the middle.
so we can provide helpful answers to your questions.
I apologize for your hold time. My name is. How may I help you?
I was interested in maybe scheduling a first visit.
3 minutes on hold, 3.5 minute phone call. The person who picks up the phone wasn't the same person that answered the phone, doesn't know anything about who this person is. So the whole conversation starts all over right from the start, which, if that's ever happened to you, it's immensely frustrating. Like I just told somebody all this, right? So obviously we can see there, man, the on hold thing, it's killer. It's killer for a new patient. We talked about this last week about multitasking and focusing. As much as you can limit on hold times, do it. All right, call number 2.
I'd like to make an appointment.
Okay. And what dental insurance do you have?
I forget the name of it. And I'm not at my office, so I don't know, but I do have some.
Okay. I was just going to provide you information if we were in or out of network with that insurance company.
Well, I'm going to go to you anyway because my sister highly recommends you. I haven't been to a dentist for 20 years, so this is, so I'm coming to you regardless. Yeah.
What's your first name?
So interesting point here. The very first question right off the bat, when she says, hey, I wanted to call and make a new patient appointment. The first question the team member asks is, what dental insurance do you have? Before saying anything else, like, so glad you called. How did you find us? What can we help you with? It's what dental insurance did you have? And notice the patient even comes back with, it's okay that you don't take my insurance. I'm coming to see you anyway, okay? Here's the second part of this phone call. And watch this, because out of all the phone calls I've heard, this is probably the most nerve-wracking phone call that I've heard.
So it's been 20 years since you've seen the dentist?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And may I ask why you chose to stay away for so long?
I was unemployed, I had no insurance, had no money, and then, once that happens, you just quit going, and
Yeah.
now I finally have insurance and money, so I'm going to go again. My mother she's passed, but she'd be appalled that I haven't been to a dentist in 20 years. She spent a lot of money on braces for me, so she'd be very upset. But
Do you have any concerns?
Oh my gosh, that pause. It drives me crazy. I know these guys earlier too, where I was playing and they're just like, oh my gosh, what is that? When we talk about showing empathy, what should have happened right there? I mean, you have an older female on the phone who says, my mother would be appalled that it's taken me this long to get back to a dentist out of all the money she spent on me, my oral health and oral care. And yet there's just a pause and nothing. I don't even know if she heard it. I don't know if she's taking notes. I don't know if she's trying to check out a patient at the same time, but missed an amazing opportunity to show empathy, to reassure that patient that yes, you've called the right place. So again, sometimes I don't know that we understand how long those pauses are when we pause on the phone, but being aware of that, this is fun. Got donuts, got real live phone calls. Take a look, take a listen, another phone call.
Hi, Beth. My name is Sonia Foltz, and I wanted to look at making an appointment for my husband to come in and get evaluated to see about implants. He really hasn't had great dental care and has a lot of broken teeth and issues, and probably needs to be seen and get an opinion on what can be done as a permanent approach.
Are you a patient of our office?
No, neither of us are.
Okay. What insurance does he have?
Guardian?
Guardian. Okay. We are out of network with that insurance, but I can definitely schedule an appointment for him. We can bill to the Guardian. We're just not in network.
Okay.
Does that matter to you guys?
Well, I don't know how much they cover on this kind of thing anyway.
Well, you would have a write-off going to an office who's in network, and you wouldn't have that write-off coming to our office.
Okay, so we probably should stick in office.
So you can try to maybe find a provider who's in network. I just wanted to let you know before coming into the appointment.
Okay. All right, that's great.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so let me give you the lowdown on this phone call. As you can probably tell, dental implant ad drove this new patient phone call, right? They call in, they're interested in dental implants. Her husband needs dental implants. Did you notice the very first two questions right off the bat? Number one, are you a patient of record? Meaning like almost like, well, if you're a patient of record, we may treat you differently, or are you just calling off the street? I mean, it kind of just had that kind of vibe to it. And then number two, what dental insurance do you have? And assuming that dental insurance is going to be the driving factor with a dental implant. And I actually don't think that it is. Which we can get to that in probably a whole nother episode, but those are the primary two questions off the bat, which I just think, where's the reassurance of, oh my gosh, so glad you called us. Our doctors are amazing at this type of procedure. You're gonna be so happy, so thrilled. We will take great care of you. Where was all that in it? And one of the points in this whole kind of swipe right topic about turning these calls into kind of first dates in the practice is this is a sales position. And that's what was missed right here. There was an opportunity to sell that person. I really believe, honestly, 100%, she could have got them in for an appointment regardless of insurance. I think that door was open. I think she had that opportunity and she just missed it because to her, that patient didn't fit there because of that insurance program. And so lost opportunity for treatment for sure. All right, guys, last phone call, number 5, take a listen to this.
Hi there. If I were wanting to make an appointment as a new patient at your practice, how long would I be looking at for a routine exam and cleaning? When I say how long, I don't mean how long would the appointment be. How long so I could get in there?
Let me look at our schedule here. We could probably, well, I have some time next week. I would have some time next Thursday. I don't know if that would work for you, or we would have some opportunities February 8th.
Okay, so not too far off.
Yeah.
Friday is my day off.
Okay.
Usually my only day off.
Oh gosh. Okay. We have an oral surgery program here, and that is on Fridays. So we see our routine cleaning patients Monday through Thursday.
Oh.
To help solve that for you, I don't know. We do have another office. It's called. They see patients on Friday. If that's something that you're looking
So,
for.
this phone call starts off, how long would it take to get a new patient appointment? And which, so it's like, well, let me check. And for me, that's something that can be answered super quick, right? Oh, we typically get new patients in within a week or two. Like, what is your range? But obviously this guy, he didn't want a specific date. He just wanted a time frame. Like, am I going to have to wait 2 months to get an appointment, or can I get in fairly soon? That's something you can answer right away from the start of the phone call. However, in this situation, they have a few other practices they can refer to. So let's listen to the last part of this phone call and how she refers out to these other practices.
Same doctors go back and forth? Or
Nope,
different guys?
not same doctors. There is, and then there's, for right now, there is going to be, I know that they're in transition with a permanent doctor there, but we have one of our doctors filling in at this time.
Okay, and the hygienists, do they go back and forth too, or are they permanent there?
Nope, it's all separate. Yep, they're just on.
Okay. It's all separate.
Yeah, we just, let me see here. I'm just looking here to make sure.
Just
Can
looking.
I put you on hold for a second just so I can verify something?
Yeah.
1 second.
Hold on. So this is awesome. Puts him on hold. She was just trying to talk to him about going to this practice on Fridays. Puts him on hold. Watch what she comes back with.
Smiles and warm greetings are real because
I am so sorry, sir. I am. This is something. This is our other location, and I was just looking online just to make sure because they were open on Fridays, and they actually changed their schedule, so now they're not open on Fridays.
Egad.
So that does not work for you at all. So
Everybody seems to be doing that. I don't know what's going on. My general practitioner is doing the same thing to me.
So after all that explanation about what doctors are at what locations and are the hygienists permanent or separate, or I'm not even sure what was happening there, come to find out they're not even open on Fridays. And so all that, I'm not sure there was any clarity in that. It was all kind of confusing even for me. But you know what? I think here was the main point. He's not even asking about all that. What the guy wants is, he said Fridays is his only day off. What about 7 a.m.? What about 6 p.m.? I know this office. I know that they have extended appointments. Why were those not offered? Is Friday literally the only day he could go? Or is it just about working around his work schedule? And so it's knowing, yeah, a patient may get on the phone and start shooting questions, but what is it that they're asking? What is it that they need to know? I don't know that we have to explain all the behind the scenes stuff about how we rotate doctors between locations and oral surgery programs that take over space and all this stuff. It's literally, can we get him in a time that's convenient and that works in his schedule? And I think that's so much more simple, it's so much more straightforward, and that's what the patient needed to hear. So guys, I hope you have some fun with this. I mean, the fact is, I don't even think that these are calls that I just tried to pull the worst out. I was on a flight Friday and just kind of sifted through about 24 calls and was like, these 5 work. So this happens a lot, okay? And so if you've never sat down to kind of audit and take a listen to your front office phone calls, I'm not saying you have to have them recorded, but do you know how the phones are being answered in your practice, okay? And so guys, that wraps it up here for episode 77. Here's the question I wanna leave you with. When was the last time you audited your new patient calls? When was the last time you reviewed that process with your team and you talked about this? Because if you haven't in a while, it's probably a good thing you do. You might be missing a lot more calls, even if it's just putting people on hold, even if it's just too many going to voicemail. I think you might be surprised what you find out. So guys, thanks so much for being here. Next week's show, or next episode coming up, 78, we're gonna actually have the whole crew here. We're gonna be talking about how we build websites. That's coming up. If you want some more information on finding me online, at Joshua Scott on Instagram is the best place to connect with me. I'd love to hear from you. That's it. You feel good? Feel good. Good. I think we're out. See you next time.